Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopasantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Sarva Lokanam Vishaje Bhavarogina Nithage Sarva Vidyanam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham Parityajya Munam Vatadasthitin Vrajan Bharatasya Pradeshat Pradesham Madhusyandi Vacha Janan Dharma Margena Yan Shri Jayendro Gururbati Chitte Namama Shankaran Vakya Vijayendra Saraswati Shri Gurum Vishtamarganunetaram Sanmati Pradam Sadguru Charanarvindabhyan Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. So we have seen little bit of enough introduction to Bhagavad Gita. In fact, they were not introduction to Bhagavad Gita, rather they were introduction to our dharma. Right. So with that, we will enter into the Dhyana shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Wherever it needs, I will give you the overview of the concepts that are going to be discussed later. Because Bhagavad Gita, it is a highly technical book as well. So when we say technical, there will be some prerequisites. There will be some technical words that will be used. There will be a methodology for the teaching, right? So I will introduce them as and when it will be required, because it is 700 shlokas long, right? So if we give introduction for all the concepts earlier, as time passes, we will tend to forget. So with a very general meaning for Upanishads, with general meaning for our Dharma, we can start going to the text proper, and then as and when it is required, I will give you the appropriate background teaching, background learning points. So whenever we start any text for that matter, there will be a dhyana shlokam. Right. So when we chant Vishnu Sahasranamam, Dhyanam, Kshirodhan, Pradeshe, Shuchimani Vilasat Saikade, Muktikanam, Mala Klaptadanasta Sphatikamanini Bair Muktikair Manditangaha, Shubbrair Brair, the Brair Uparivira Muktabi Yushamarshai, Anamdina Punia, Darinanagata, Shankavanil Mukundaha, Indurarana Vigraham, Trinayanam, Manikyamaulis Purat. Tara Nayaka Shekaram Smitamuki Mapi Navakshoruham. So there are Dhyana shlokas for Vishnu Sahasranamam, for Lalita Sahasranamam. Whenever a big book is written, people write these Mangala shlokas. Can either be Dhyana shlokas in the case of Upasana, or in the case of any book, there are Mangala shlokas. Even in Tamil, we have Tirukkural. In Tirukkural, we have a Kadavul Valthu Adhikaram. Right. Agara Mudala Ezhuthellam, Adi Bhagavan Mudatre Ulagu. In Kambaramayanam, there is a Mangala Shloka. Ulagam Yavayam, Tamulavakalum, Nilai Peruttalum, Nikalum, Ningila, Alahila, Vilayatpudayar Avartalaivar, Annavar Kesharan Nangale. You know, even the so-called secular texts in Tamil, Agananuru, Purananuru, Kurundohai, etc., there is a Kadavul word. So we have to start with Bhagavan in our mind. That is why Bhagavad Gita as well These shlokas are not found in Mahabharata. These shlokas are written by various people at various points of time. But it is in our achara that we chant these shlokas before we chant Bhagavad Gita. Because these shlokas give some very important meaning. That is why we chant these shlokas. So let us see the first shloka. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Krathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim. So the first shloka is praising Bhagavad Gita, the text itself. No, in our Shastra, we worship text as Bhagavan. There is a dharmic religion called as Sikhism. It is also dharma, based on dharma. For political reason, they might consider them as a separate religion, but they are essentially a part of Sanatana Dharma. Whatever Bhagavan that we follow, the Sikhs, in Punjab, Sikhs are there. They will also follow. For them, inside their temple, they have this Guru Granth Sahib. They worship the Pustaka, the book only. For them, they have a Bhagavan, Sat Sri Akal. Bhagavan, which is nameless, formless, Nirguna Brahman. How can you worship Nirguna Brahman, right? So instead of worshipping Nirguna Brahman, they will worship their textbook, Guru Grantha Sahib. So they even attach the epithet Sahib to Grantha, the book. Even now we have this custom of not keeping book on the ground, right? When we incidentally touch the book with our leg, we pray for forgiveness reverentially, right? Same way, Bhagavad Gita, we worship. Bhagavad Gita, hey Bhagavad Gita, Acharya says. Amba, hey mother. Bhagavad Gita is considered as the mother. Here, Bhagavad Gita is worshipped as mother. Why? Because only the mother knows what to give to the child at what time. Even the child will not know. Whatever the kid knows only to cry. Why the kid is crying, the kid will not know. Only the mother will know. And mother will only have the interests of the kid in her mind at always. Right? And she will have the solution for all the problem. Even if I don't know where my clothes are, where the car keys are, where my cell phones are. Normally, what do we do? Hey, ma, she will give. You go and search, you will not find. But mother, they have the superpower of finding anything and everything. Right? So that is why here Bhagavad Gita is worshipped as one's own mother. Why? Because Bhagavad Gita gives problems to all our solutions. Sometimes we won't even know that we have that problem. Times. We won't even know. We won't even acknowledge that, hey, the problem exists. But Bhagavad Gita will give solution. It will reveal the problem that you have to you. Bhagavad Gita will also provide solution to that problem. Okay, Amba, Bhagavad Gita, Tvam Anusandadhami. Anusandadhami, I invoke you. Means what? I keep on remembering you. Hey, Bhagavad Gita, I keep on remembering you. Who's that Bhagavad Gita? Bhavadveshini. Bhava means samsara. Here we are working on the last line. Amba Tvam Anusandadami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. Bhava means samsara. When we study Bhagavad Gita, we renounce samsara. We fight with samsara. Samsara is gone for us. That is why bhavadveshi. So what is the history of Bhagavad Gita? In the first 3 lines, Acharya says, Parthaya Pradibodhita. The Bhagavad Gita is revealed for who? Parthaya. Prithu. Prithuvinuடைய வம்சத்துல வந்ததுனால அர்ஜுனனுக்கு பார்த்தன்னு பேரு. Partha is another name for Arjuna. Right, Parthaya Pradibodhita. The Bhagavad Gita is revealed for the sake of Partha, for the sake of Arjuna. Who revealed the Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Bhagavan. Agara Mudala எழுத்தெல்லாம் Adi Bhagavan Mudatre Ulagu. The Bhagavad Shabdam is very, very important. It carries a lot of meaning. What is meant by Bhagavan? We all use this word Bhagavan, right? What is the meaning of Bhagavan? If somebody has got money, money means what? Dhanam, right? If somebody has got money, what do we call him? Dhanavan. If somebody has got dhana, we call that person as Dhanavan. If somebody is Guna Sampanna, lots of good qualities, what do we call that person as? Gunavan, right? Dhana irunda Dhanavan, Guna irunda Gunavan. Then we are calling somebody as Bhagavan, which means what? He has got Bhaga. Bhaga irundadunna Bhagavan. What is Bhaga? Bhaga means 6 qualities. In Shastra, 6 qualities are grouply called as Bhaga. Jnana, Aishwarya, Shakti, Bala, Virya, Tejaha. Acharya says in this Bhagavad Gita Bhashyam, Sacha Bhagavan Jnana Aishwarya Shakti Bala Virya Tejobhihi Sada Sampannaha Trunatmikam Swam Maya Mula Prakritim Vashikritya. He tells in different contexts. But Bhaga means these 6 qualities. Jnana means knowledge. Aishwarya. Normally, we have this wrong meaning of the word Aishwarya. Aishwarya does not mean money. Aishwaryam does not mean money. Ishwaratvam is called as Aishwaryam. Ishwaratvam, lordship. He who's the Lord, who's the master of everything. That is called as Aishwaryam. Shakti, power. Who has got power to do anything. Bhala, bhalam, who has got the capacity to do anything. Shakti is power to do anything. Bala is capacity to do anything. Who is endowed with all the things that are needed for the Jagat Srishti Sthiti Samhara, etc. So, Jnana, Aishwarya, Shakti, Bala, Virya, who has got potential to do everything. I have got money. We can translate money as Shakti, okay? I have got Bala, physical strength. But if I don't have motivation to do something, what will happen? Nothing, right? So Virya is, I've got that motivation. I want to do, right? That is Virya. And then Tejaha, effluent, effulgent, effulgent. Right. So these are the 6 qualities of Bhaga. So that person who has got these 6 qualities, he is called as Bhagavan. Right. Jnana, Aishwarya, Shakti, Bala, Virya, Tejaha. So Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. The Krishna Dana Sunnarna, Krishna is nothing but Narayana. Narana Mayanam iti Narayana. There are several Vyutpattis for the word Narayana. that person who is the final stop for all the beings. That person who is the final stop for all the beings is called as Narayana. So Bhagavad Gita has been told for Partha Arjuna, told by Narayana, that is Krishna. Parthaya Pradibodhita Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Who has written this Bhagavad Gita? Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina. Purana Munina Vyasena Grathitam. Vyasa has codified this Bhagavad Gita because Vyasa is a very central figure in our Dharma. Vyasa Purnima. We have to worship Bhagavan Veda Vyasa on Vyasa Purnima. His contribution to our Dharma is endless, right? He has divided one Veda into 4 different Vedas. He has written 18 Mahapuranas. He has written Srimad Mahabharata. Not only he wrote Mahabharata, he also played a very important role in Mahabharata. Right. So when Vyasacharya had to write Mahabharata was huge, right? And he also took part in Mahabharata. He needed a scribe, a person who can write. So Vyasa will dictate, somebody has to type it, somebody has to write. Who volunteered? Bhagavan Ganesha, Vinayakar, he volunteered to scribe, to write Mahabharata. But then Vinayaka put forth a condition. Hey Vyasacharya, I can write Mahabharata, but I will never stop writing. Once I started, I will never stop writing. So you cannot ask me, hey, just wait, I'm going to think how I'm going to write the shloka. And then you cannot do all those work to me. You have to keep on chanting, I will keep on writing. பின்னாடி போய் இந்த 3வது ஸ்லோகத்தை மாத்துறது அதெல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படின்னுட்டு. Vyasa was surprised. Hey, how can that be possible, right? You know, you are telling something, and Vyasa also took part in Mahabharata. He is also aged, right? He has to remember things. So Vyasa said, okay, hey Ganesha, I will accept to your condition. You have to accept to my condition. Okay, what condition Vyasa will have? Okay, I will accept. Then Vyasa said, hey, Ganeshwara, you should not write anything for which you cannot understand the meaning of. Something you are writing means you have to fully understand the meaning and then write. Ganeshwara said, okay, this is easy. I am Bhagavan. I know I can understand everything. I am Jnana Swarupi, right? But then, that is why in Mahabharata, there will be some shlokas called as Granthi shlokas. Shlokas for which you can never understand the meaning. You know, shlokas which will be self-contradictory. The Tamil Tupparku Tuppaya Tuppaki Tupparku Tuppaya Tu Malai அப்படின்னு ஒரு திருக்குறள் இருக்கு. How will I know the meaning of திருக்குறள்? You know, I can understand அகர முதல் எழுத்தெல்லாம் ஆதி பகவன் முதற்றே உள்ளது. Easy for me to understand. கற்றதனால் ஆய பயனென்கொள் வாளறிவான் நற்றால் தொழார். Easy for me to understand. துப்பார்க்கு துப்பாய துப்பாக்கி துப்பார்க்கு துப்பாய தூமழை. How will I understand? I have to think, right? In the same way, even in Mahabharata, even in Bhagavad Gita, we will see that shloka later. Some shlokas, many shlokas in Mahabharata, some shlokas in Bhagavad Gita will fall under this Granthi shlokas, which will be tongue twister, which people can never understand easily. So by the time Mahaganesha, you know, thinks about the shloka, arrives at the final meaning, Vyasacharya would have thought about other 100 or 1000 shlokas. So this is how Vyasa wrote Mahabharata. Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina. Vyasa has got this name Purana Muni because he is very, very old Purana. Also, he has written 18 Puranas. Madhye Mahabharatam. Where is this Bhagavad Gita present? Madhye Mahabharatam. Bharata Panchamo Vedaha. Mahabharata is called as the 5th Vedas. So Bhagavad Gita is present in this Mahabharatam. Advaita Varshini Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayini. This Bhagavad Gita has got 18 chapters. The number 18 apparently is very, very significant during Mahabharata times. 18 Akshauhinis fought. The war happened for 18 days. Bhagavad Gita has got 18 chapters. Mahabharata has got 18 chapters. So this 18 comes again and again and again and again in Mahabharata. Ashtadashadhyayini. So Bhagavad Gita has got 18 chapters. Of that, the first chapter, Krishna does not even speak. The actual Bhagavad Gita starts only from the second chapter, the teaching. The first chapter, there is no teaching involved. We will see why then there is the first chapter without Bhagavan's teaching. We will see that later. But know that Ashtadashadhyayini. These two words are very, very important. Bhagavatim. Bhagavati is a reverential epithet for Bhagavad Gita. Just how we say Bhagavan, the Srilinga, the female version of Bhagavan is Bhagavati. This is the phalam of reading Bhagavad Gita. Advaita Amrita Varshinim. Varshinim, Amrita Varshinim, Advaita Amrita Varshinim. So you have to study it like that. Varshinim, Puriyarth. Showering is called as Varshinim. What does she shower? Amrita Varshini. Amrita Varshini, there is a raga. When we sing that raga, there will be lot of rain, they say. Right? So Amrita, Mrita means to die, death. Amrita, that when you eat that thing, you will not die. It's called as Amritam. Is that possible? Even people who have eaten Amritam, they will die during Pralaya. Acharya says in Saundarya Lahari, Hey Ambal, people who have eaten Amrita, they disappear during Pralaya. But there is this Parameshwara who, he did not drink Amrita, he ate Visham, he ate poison. But he still is present even during Pralaya. Why? Because Tavajarani Tatanka Mahima. Because of your Saumangalyatvam, says Acharya in Saundarya Lahari. So people who even drink Amrita, they will be living more than us. But even for them, they will have some date of death. Then what is Amrita? Means you understand your own self as a person who is not born, a person who does not die. Krishna is going to tell later, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya cha. A person who has born will die. A person who is dead, he will be definitely born. Then how can someone be Amrita? You identify your own nature. You are Amrita Swarupam. You do not have death. The body has got death. But you as Atma, as Brahman, do not have any death. If we understand that, it is Amrita. And Bhagavad Gita gives us that knowledge. Advaita Amrita Varshini. That knowledge, the name of that knowledge is Advaitam. Because Dvaitam means two. When you understand there are more than one thing, you will have Bhayam. Dvitiyadvai Bhayam Bhavati. Says Vedas. So Advaita Amritam. When you understand that you are non-dual from Bhagavan, you are non-dual from Brahman. When you understand your own nature, you will cross the ocean of birth and death. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jatare Shayanam, Ihasamsare, Bahutustare, Kripayapare, Pahimurare, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudhamate, says Acharya in Bhajagovindam. Right? So how he is going to help us in escaping the cycle of Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam by this Bhagavad Gita, which is Advaitamrita Varshini. So this is first shloka. Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayiniim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshiniim. So the major word in this shloka is Amba Tvam Anusandadhami. Hey Bhagavad Gita, I am going to invoke you. I am going to meditate upon you. Is the main word in this shloka. Next shloka praises Vyasacharya, who has written this Bhagavad Gita. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullaravindayata Patra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradhipaha. Namostu Namaha Astu. Hey Vyasa. So for Vyasacharya, we offer namaskara. Te, namaste, namaste astu, namaha astu te. To you, I offer my namaskara. What is the Visheshanam for Vyasa? Vishala Buddhi. Buddhi, intellect. Vishala Buddhi, broad intellect. Vyasacharya has written 18 Mahapuranas. He has written Mahabharatam. He has divided Vedas into 4. He has done Brahma Sutra. So much intellectual work he has done. Right? That is why Vyasa is called as Vishala Buddhi, who has got wide intellect. Pullaravindayata Patra Netra. Aravindayata Patra Netra. Who has got eyes as wide, as beautiful as that of lotus petals. Aravinda means lotus. Aravindayata Patra Netra. Pullaravindayata Patra Netra. Pulla means fully blossomed. Whose eyes are as wide and as beautiful as the lotus petals. It is an expression of telling the beauty of eyes. But big eyes means what? That person who has observed everything. Big eyes, Sabrina, that person who has observed everything. So Vyasa, he has got lots of knowledge. What did Vyasa do? He has lit a lamp. He has lit a lamp. What lamp he did? Jnanamaya Pradipaha. He has lit the lamp of knowledge. Jnanamaya Pradipaha. With what he has lit the lamp of knowledge? Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha. With the oil, Mahabharata is considered as the oil. Who has lit the lamp with the oil of Mahabharata. Because Bhagavad Gita is the lamp. Bhagavad Gita is present inside Mahabharata. Right. So, Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha. Who has lit the lamp of Bhagavad Gita, having Mahabharata as the oil, and the Bhagavad Gita will show the way to cross over the samsara. So second shloka is for Vyasacharya. Then the third shloka is for Krishna. Because Krishna is the one who has actually did the Upadesham of Bhagavad Gita. Right? So a couple of shlokas is going to be for Krishna. Prapanna parijataya totra vetraika panaye jnana mudraya krishnaya Gita-mrita duhe nama. Krishnaya namaha. Krishna, the person who akarshayati, a person who attracts everybody towards him. Krishnaya namaha. So what did Krishna do? Prapanna Parijataya. Prapanna means the person who are his devotees. To the devotees. Parijataya. Krishna's like that Parijata tree. Whatever we want, Parijata tree will give. Right? In the same way, whatever you pray to Krishna, Krishna will give. Prapanna Parijataya. Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya. So Krishna has got two things on his hands. On his one hand, Totra Vetra means what? All the Bhagavad Gita, it happens in the war field. In the war field, what is the role of Krishna? Driver. He tends to horse, right? Charioteer. What do people who are charioteers have? They have this whip. கையில இது சாட்டை வச்சுருப்பா இல்லையா ஓட்டுறதுக்கு. So he has got சாட்டை on his one hand. Totra Vetraika Panaye. He has got Jnana Mudra on his other hand. So this is what is Shastra, right? Shasanat Trayate iti Shastraha. So Shastra, the do's and don't parts, the do's and don'ts are the Totra Vetraika. Because whenever the horse is going to stray here and there, Krishna will have that whip on his hand and then he is going to make the horse go towards the goal. What is the goal? Jnanam. That is what Shastra also does, right? Okay, you have to wake up early in the morning. You should eat this. You should not eat that. When you do this papam, you have to take some prayaschitta. All these are like having whip in their hand. If that is not there, then we will definitely not follow. If a police person is not there, we will not go on to, we will not go in the right speed. We'll go definitely over speed limit. We'll have cell phone in our hand. We will not wear seat belt. We will not follow the road signs. Why do we do all these things? Because we know that somebody is watching us. In highway, Sunday morning, early morning, a person will go 85, 90. Why he is not going in 120, 130? Not because he wants to be safe, but because he knows that there is going to be some policeman who is going to be hiding. If I go over speed, he is going to give me ticket. He is not wearing seat belt. He always wears seat belt. Why? Not because, okay, no, I'm following my safety. No, because if some policeman sees me not wearing seat belt, he is going to give me ticket. I'm not, nobody is there. Red light. I'm not going to cross over that red light. I'm not going to pass that red light. Why? Not because my safety, blah, blah, blah. It is because there is going to be a camera on that red light. If I cross the red light, the camera is going to take my car's picture. It is going to send ticket to my house. Only when there is a niyamaka, only when there is a person who oversees, we will behave as we should. Shastra takes up that position. It is a very hard position. Bhagavan and Shastra, they take up that position. Totra Vetraika Panaye Bhishasmad Vadah Pavate Bhishodeti Suryaha, says Upanishad. Not only humans, apparently even sun and moon, they are afraid of Brahman. Sun is correctly coming every day in the morning. Earth is properly rotating. The Planck's constant is constant all over the universe. The gravitational constant is constant all over the universe. Why cannot universe decide, hey, okay, at this point, the gravitational constant is going to change. At one point, Planck's constant, let it change. At some part in the universe, there will be fire without heat. At some point in time, Earth is going to stop rotating, take some rest. We have codified all these things as laws. Right? Law of gravity. We have codified, light, okay, it is going to have these properties. But who gave light those properties? Who gave earth that property? It is Bhagavan. Bhishasmat vatah pavate Bhishodeti suryaha. Bhishasmadagnischendrascha Mrityurdhavati Panchama iti. This Upanishad, Totra Vetraika Panai. It is because Bhagavan has got a whip in his hand. But why does he have whip? Not because he wants to threaten us, not because he is sadist. He want to, we will have whip because we will enjoy that Ishwaratva. Hey, I say you do. Don't ask me that question. And even if you ask me that question, you should never see my chair. You should never come and sit my chair. That is our thinking. But Bhagavan, he has whip in his one hand, but on the other hand, Jnana Mudraya, he gives us knowledge. What is that knowledge? Bhagavan Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Jnani tu Atmaiva me matame. A person who has got Jnana is none. He is none other than me. He has got no difference between myself and himself. So he gives himself to us. If you follow the rules and regulations, you will become Bhagavan. And just in order to make you, in order to lift you towards him, he has got Totra Vetraika Panaye. So, Prapanna Parijataya, Totra Vetraika Panaye, Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya, Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. Amrita Duhe, Duhe. Duhena, a person who milks the cow. Because Krishna is Yadava. Right? So his job is to milk the cow. What milk he is milking? Amrita Duhe. It is not just a cow's milk, it is Amritam. What Amritam? Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. He is delivering the milk of Gita. He is delivering the Amrita milk of Gita to everybody. We will finish with the fourth shloka because the fourth shloka also enjoys Bhagavan in a very similar way. Sarvopanishado gavo dobdha gopalanandana partho vatsasudhir bhokta dugdham geetamritam mahat. It is telling us a story. Krishna's Yadava. Krishna is a Yadava. He has to machify the cows. Right? What are the cows? Sarvopanishado gavo. All the Upanishads are the cows. Bhagavan Krishna is called as Gopala. He is called as Govinda. Right? Mahaparivā tells in Daivathin Kural, normally we associate the word Gopala or Govinda only with Krishna Avatara. Right? The name Govinda is applicable for all the avatars of Krishna, all the avatars of Mahavishnu, all the famous 10 avatars, because the word go has got lots of meaning. Go means Vedaha, Matsyavatara. Go means Bhumihi, Kurmavatara. Like the word go will have lots of meanings. Right? In Matsyavatara, Bhagavan, he reinstated life on earth. So go means life. Go means Bhumihi. In Kurmavatara, Dhrita Sivarahena, Krishnena Shatabahuna. He say, right? So Kurmavatara, he lifted up earth. Varahavatara, he saved Vedas. So go means Vedas. So when he talks about Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, only the word Govinda will come in 2 times during Achamanam. Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha. And then Keshava Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana. So Mahaparivā explains the 12 namas of Bhagavan, Vishnu. And in the Govinda Nama, he tells that, okay, go has got several meanings. So one of the meanings of the word go is Upanishadaha, Vedas. Upanishads are the cows. Sarvopanishado gavo. Then who's the tender of the cows? Who takes care of the cows? Dobdha. Dobdha Gopalanandana. Krishna takes care of the cows. Partho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdham gita vritam mahat. And what is Krishna doing? Krishna is milking the cow. Krishna is milking the cow of Upanishads. Who is the calf? Partho vatsaha. Partha, again, Prithu, Arjuna. Arjuna is the calf. Normally, what do we do? Pal karakarache, the first milk will be given to calf. Right? Only when the calf has drunk the milk, or for some time, you'll remove the calf and then you will karandify the milk and then give it to other people, right? So the first take is for Partha, it's for Arjuna, because Arjuna was the first one to hear Bhagavad Gita. Partho vatsaha. After Partha has drunk, after Arjuna has drink the milk, Krishna is going to milk that cow and he is going to give milk for all of us. Who are we? Sudhir Bhokta. We are the people with Sudhihi. Dhihi means intellect. Sudhihi, with good intellect. Not asking Kudarkamana questions. We are the people with very, 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 very good intellect. That is why we chant Gayatri Mantra. What is the prayer in Gayatri Mantra? Gayatri Mantra is considered as the supreme mantra in our Dharma. We are not asking for money. We are not asking, I want to have good car. I want to have Tesla car. I want to have iPhone. We don't ask for anything. Thiyaha yaha naha prachodayat. The prayer in Gayatri Mantra is, hey, please kindle our intellect. What do we pray in Gayatri Mantra? Hey, let my intellect be very sharp. Sudhihi. Why? Because only when the intellect is sharp, we can understand Bhagavad Gita. We can understand Upanishad. We can get to Jnanam. Only when we get to Jnana, we will get to Moksha. Jnana devatu kaivalyam. Right? So, Partho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdham gita amritam mahat. So, let us pray to that Krishna who as Gopala is tending to the cows of Upanishad, who as Gopala is tending to our needs by giving us the milk of Advaita Amrita Varshinim, milk of Upanishads, milk of Jnanam, that we will also study Bhagavad Gita and get his blessings. So there are some more shlokas which we will see in the next class. With this we will finish this session. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.